My name's Councillor Lynch, Charles Lynch. I'm the new councillor elected for Northern Region. I'm a Gomeroi man, born here locally in Tamworth, and my lands council obviously is Nungaroo, which is based in Crindai. I've had a long association with the area and I've lived in this area all my life. My mob, I'm a Gomeroi man, so I'm born here in Tamworth and I lived here till I was about 8. Then I went home to my mother's country, which is a little place called Barraba, about 100 kilometres up the road. And I lived there till I was about 18, 19, and then I returned to Tamworth for work. I've lived predominantly in this area between Barraba, Tamworth and Crindai. And obviously Crindai is where I first sort of got involved with the local lands council, which was Nungaroo, and I've been a member there for over 20 years. When I first moved to Crindai, I was engaged and met a lot of interesting people, and more so people that inspired me to try and do something and make things better for my people. People like John Griffiths and the Rady Sampsons, Sandra Allen, some very passionate people that wanted to try and improve equity and the rights of Aboriginal people in mainstream through acceptance and hopefully for the betterment and to improve things such as health and a whole range of other things. I think because it's been a 20 year or more, 27 years I suppose since I've been involved, but the last 20, I think the strengths of the region are, one, the people. There is some great leaders amongst those lands councils, the passion and the drive. These 14 Lauks are probably a little bit different in Northern Region because they're united under a memorandum of understanding that they do want to move together collectively as well. And in saying that, it doesn't take away the uniqueness of each lands council. They all have their own minds, and they're all moving at probably different stages. So probably for me now, after the last 20 years, is the fact that all of them have a really good platform to work off. They're stable, and I think for the first, the last 10 years in particular, through the drive of the previous Councillor Briggs, they're in a very good position to take up the next lot of challenges, whether that be in economic development or, enhancing or establishing clear community land and business plans for their communities. I just think they're in good stead. What does land mean to me? I think about this quite a bit. Probably the first thing for me is that it's the underlying wealth of our network, but for me personally it gives me, I suppose, identity, a sense of belonging. There's nothing better than going home to country, and probably in the various roles throughout life, and not just in the Lands Rights Network, but in any life or any job that you have, there's an element of stress. And I know for me that getting on country means a lot to just clearing the head and refocusing and so on. And it also allows me to reflect on the past because, the past is very important. And as a wise man said to me once, if we don't know anything about the past, then it's pretty hard to gauge how far we've travelled in the future. So, for me it means an awful lot, and it's probably the heart and soul of who we are.